Come make a winter snowflake quilt square with me. Pick out 3 colors that you want to use for this quilt square, and then we're going to get ready and move on to the cutting. Once you have all your squares cut out in these dimensions and amounts, we're going to move to make the first mini quilt square. So you're first going to take the 3-inch square for your first color, mine was the white fabric, and then you're going to draw a line on the wrong side or back of the fabric. You're going to take your 3-inch square for your second color, mine's the light blue, and you're going to lay the white square on top of it with the right sides together. You're going to pin them together and then make sure that the line that you drew is on the outside of your fabric. Now you're going to sew, and you're not going to sew on the line that you drew. You're going to sew about 1/4 of an inch on either side of that line. This is going to make 2 mini half squares when we're done. Once you finish, remove your pins and then pull out your ruler and place it along the line that you drew previously, and then you're going to cut it right along that line. And give you 2 new squares. And then you should have about 1/4 of an inch inseam on either side. You can open it up like that. And at this point, you are going to then trim your square down to about 2.5 inches. I've decided to go on either side of my quilt square just to try to get it even and centered. So trimming off about 1/4 inch from each side of the square to get it down to 2.5 inches both ways. And then after this, you can, if you want, go and press your seams so that they stay to one side, or you can open them up flat both ways, but I prefer to press all my seams closer to the end once I have them all, just because it's easier for me, and it's technically the wrong way, but it works for me, so that's the way I do it. Now we're going to move on to our second mini square, and you're going to take your 2.5 inch square of the second color that you chose, and you're going to draw a line from corner to corner again. And you're going to do this with 2 of the blue squares. Once you have those squares drawn, you're going to bring in your 3.5 inch white square. You're just going to need one of them, and you're going to place them right sides together. And then you're going to line up the corners of your blue square with the edges of your white square. Make sure they're even, and then you'll pin it, and we'll go and we'll sew it. This time when we sew it, we're not going to sew to either side, we're going to sew directly onto that line. And then we're going to cut our seam afterwards. Okay, once you have completed your line, you're going to remove your pins and then take your ruler again and line up the ruler on the line with about 1/4 of an inch to the side, to the corner of your fabric, and you're going to cut it so you'll have 2 extra little squares and about 1/4 inch of a seam. And then you're going to do the exact same thing to the other side of your square with the other blue one that you made earlier. And then again, after you finish sewing this one, you can go and press your seams, but I am deciding to wait to do that to the end. Once you've finished both sides of your square, you should be able to open it up and have the corners to be blue with a white stripe in the middle. Now we're going to lay it out to make our first big square for our quilt square, and you're going to use the two of the first squares that we made, and then one of the bigger ones. And you're also going to use your 2.5-inch white square along with two 1.5-inch by 2.5-inch white rectangles. Now you're going to sew the white rectangles on top of the first squares that we made along the blue line, and you're going to want to make sure that they are lined up the correct way because it's easy to put them the wrong way. I definitely sewed some the wrong way while I was making these, but if you take them and put them next to each other, the blue lines should match and kind of make a bigger triangle to make sure that you're sewing them the right way. Then once you have them sewn, you're going to move on and sew all the 4 pieces together just along these 4 edges. And there you go. It should look like that when you're done. You want to try to match up the blue lines to get them to line up correctly. And then we're going to move on to our middle rectangles for our square. You're going to take the 1.5-inch squares of the second color that you chose. Mine's this darker blue. And again, you're going to draw a line from corner to corner on 2 of these squares. Then you're going to take the white rectangle by 5.5 by 2.5 inches, and you're going to do the same thing you did before by putting the blue square in the corner, lining up the corners with the edges, and then sewing directly on the line that you just drew, not to either side, because we're going to make that seam after we sew it. So once you're done, again, take the ruler, line it up, and then cut about 1/4 of an inch away from that line. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other side. And you're going to want to make sure that the first corner that you did previously is open so it doesn't get sewn closed when you're sewing the second piece on. So again, you're going to go just straight down the middle of the line, and then you're going to cut a seam 1/4 of an inch to the right of the line you just sewed. Sorry. Now I'm going to start ironing and pressing all my seams together. At the end, this makes them all nice and flat and easier to sew together for our final square that I am laying out right now. So we are just combining all the pieces we made so far along with our last cutting of the 2.5-inch square of our third color right there in the middle. So this is what it will look like, and then we'll sew all the edges together, and then we'll be done. And here is the final result. Thanks for watching!